Hey, good morning. Out here running, and I had a thought. I wanted to get it down on paper. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning, just gorgeous. Yeah, not down on paper, but anyway, get it hard copy. Had been listening to a podcast, Malcolm Gladwell, Revisionist History. Lots of interesting stuff there. He was talking about one guy's rules for living. I feel like it was like number 7 was learn how to learn from your enemy. Well, he might not have even said enemy. And anyway, with that idea, learn how to learn from somebody. I was thinking, people you find difficult. And actually, I didn't like that difficult people idea. I kind of like the idea of people who do things I have a difficult time dealing with. But anyway, that's not a technicality. I think that's important to differentiate. But the point that I was thinking was, okay, who do I find that does things that are kind of difficult, and how can I learn to learn from them? Because in this day and age, when I can just switch to another podcast, I can, we've got so many options and whatever pleases us. I just thought, okay, here's an example. There's a podcast, I'm not going to say who it is, but I feel like the guy is kind of arrogant, and I don't know, I just pick up stuck on himself, and then I'm thinking, okay, stuff that bothers us and other people is probably something that is a problem for ourselves. And I do think about me coming across at times to people as arrogant and stuck on myself. So anyway, I decided to listen to this guy's podcast and see what I could learn from him. And sure enough, I start playing the podcast, and these buzzers are going off in my head. Oh yeah, he's kind of arrogant. Yep, there he goes again. There he goes again. And I had to say, wait a minute. You are playing those pathways in your brain that, there it goes again. The things I already believe about him, the things that I find difficult to deal with, I've got to intentionally look for the good and intentionally shut down those pathways. Don't keep repeating it in my mind. There you go again. But keep on kind of doggedly, like that pops up, something that I consider, well, we're talking about, conceited or arrogant. And I'm like, don't let that pops up in my face stop me. Get around that. And I found in that first podcast, he has some really good points that I've appreciated. And so I'm thinking to myself, maybe every day I should make an effort to practice this idea of learning from people who do things I find difficult to deal with or just somewhat unpleasant. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to get down. And, oh, by the way, that's out in the direction of Los Angeles, and that's looking right down there at Loma Linda. Have a good one.